In the morning, in the evening, or sometime in between, I hope that you will see some Lexi on your screen. Subscribe!
How does perfection feel, darling?
Young chickens, welcome back! Today I want to talk to you about a practice that has absolutely changed my entire life. Now recently I learned something really cool, that we should all have self-care activities that address our mind, body, and spirit. And for me, yoga addresses the mind and body. Let me tell you why. I fundamentally believe that all human beings need to stretch. We were not meant to wreck our backs sitting in front of computers all day or crane our necks to look at our phones. Now, some people still think that yoga is a light, tame exercise for girls and it doesn't really do anything. And if you see yoga like that, I beg you to take a deeper look, because it is really a practice that can keep you healthy for an entire lifetime. How do I know this? From my own experience. I began to do yoga when I was a teenager, but it was still just something that I did, for fun. And I only started to consider it as something that could treat my pain in my mid-20s. The difference between being a teenager and being in my mid-20s was that I had developed a chest. Now, the weight of my chest gave me chronic back pain. It was the kind of back pain that I thought about every day, hour to hour. So then I was in a kind of catch-22. Even though my chest wasn't very large by conventional standards, it was large enough to give me pain, and I actually considered having a breast reduction. But as much as I didn't want to have a large chest as a child, as I grew up, my chest became one of my favorite parts of my body. So imagine being a woman and actually coming to love and appreciate a part of your body, but wanting to remove it because of pain. Flash forward, I decided to go to a traditional Indian yoga camp. This yoga camp followed Sadhguru's practice and principles. It was really cool. It was a practice that combined both a 30-minute movement section and a 30-minute meditation and deep breathing section. It was a profound experience. Now, during the camp and the weeks after, I had no back pain. But eventually, I fell off the practice. It took about an hour and 15 minutes to complete in total, and at that time in my life, I just didn't have the commitment to keep it up. So I continued to have back pain and my posture worsened. And I worried that I would develop a hunchback as I got older, and I worried even more that I would always live in pain. So leading up to the beginning of this year, I felt like I had to do something different. So what I decided to do was I decided to do yoga every single day this year. And guess what, chickens? I've been doing yoga every single day since January, and now it's September. Except for one day that I forgot, and then I did it twice the next day, and everyone has an oopsie. I have to say I'm massively proud of myself, and here's the result. The pain in my back is 90% gone. And I only do yoga 5 to 20 minutes a day. I know that if I did yoga for a longer time on a regular basis, I could be virtually pain-free. Another thing is that I can actually stand up straight now. It used to hurt to stand up straight, but now it's easy. There is such a power in yoga to heal the injuries in our body that just come from everyday wear and tear. But why do I call yoga a mind and body experience? Because I found out that when I get to about the 20-minute mark in yoga, my mind starts to clear and I just bliss out. In fact, there have been so many times this year when I've been stressed or depressed that I've just thought to myself, okay, when you are stressed out, you just gotta do some yoga, girl. So it became a way for me to manage my mind as well as my body. Basically, if you're having aches and pains that you shouldn't be having, and you want a good way to manage your mental state, then you should try yoga. If you're interested in yoga but don't know how to start, don't worry, I have some favorite teacher recommendations for you. So of course, Yoga with Adriene. You know I gotta recommend my girl, okay? I've actually known about Yoga with Adriene for years. But what I love most about Adriene is that she always makes her work so accessible. I heard her give a talk once where she said her company's mission is to provide as much free, high-quality yoga as possible, and she's certainly done that. The other thing that I love is that when you look at other yoga instructors on YouTube, sometimes they put you into hard positions that might be hard to emulate or you could hurt yourself, but not Adriene. I can do her practices with my entire family, and I just love it. If you need a place to start, you can start with Yoga with Adriene. Next, I want to recommend Sleepy Santosha Yoga. She specializes in practices for people with chronic illness like fibromyalgia, carpal tunnel, scoliosis, sciatica, and I think that's so fantastic. And I also think her practices can benefit everyone. My last recommendation is Yoga with Bird. I truly just discovered this channel a few days ago, but what I love about it is that she always has music with her practices that ranges from jazz to piano to ambient, and it makes it so fun. It sets the mood. And also she has so many 5-minute, 10-minute, and in-bed practices, which makes your yoga so convenient to fit in. That's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you next week, beautiful chickens.
Take a little bit of me, and a little bit of you, and together we can make the world into something